I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I know it's really hard to believe, but I had a really vivid imagination. The problem was that it always got me into trouble. So much so that my mom practically had poison control on speed dial. And that's because I would do silly things like swallow a rock because I thought it was magical. Or I would gather all the things in the medicine cabinet and make potions. Those were slightly more magical. The time that I really got in trouble was something that I'm actually kind of proud of because it shows up my acting chops. At the time I was 11 or 12, I was very obsessed with spy things. My favorite book was Harriet the Spy. My favorite show was Carmen Sandiego. And I remember I had gone to a thrift shop and I found the closest thing I could find to a spy coat, which was this ugly navy blue raincoat. And I would wear it on these missions that I would go to. And I remember the one mission, it was very important. I was trying to catch a murderer. And the only way I could catch this murderer was if I pretended to be dead. So I put on my ugly navy blue raincoat, and I grabbed the ketchup from the refrigerator, and I walked out to the front yard, and I laid there and spread the ketchup all over me. And I was just like waiting there, waiting for this imaginary murderer to find me, and I could be like, aha! I gotcha. Unfortunately, my mom was the first one to notice me. And I hear this, all of a sudden I'm like laying on the front lawn like this, and all of a sudden I hear, Bill! Bill! Something is wrong! And my dad, being the great dad that he is, obviously ignored her and assumed that she was overreacting about something. And so the next thing I hear is, okay, if you're not going to call 911, I'm going to call 911. So then I knew the jig was up. Like I had to reach my mom before she called that 911 number because then I would be in absolute trouble. And so I ran probably faster than I have ever run or ever will run. I'm not an athlete, so it was pretty fast. And so I got there and I got to the front door and I see my mom with the phone on her ear and I know immediately it's too late. She's dialed that last one. And I see this reaction on her face, which is at first relieved, but then immediately very, very angry. Like, what the hell did you just do? What the hell did you just make me do? And I was in so much trouble that not only did I have to explain to the 911 operator why I wasn't dead, but I forever was not allowed to wear that navy blue raincoat ever again. And every time I had to go to the refrigerator, it was like, you are not going to use this as fake blood, right? So that's my favorite instance of how my imagination got me in trouble.